Hi. It is Thursday, October 6th. Thursday, October 6th. I am exhausted, and mostly because I had an aggressively vivid dream that was kind of scary, and you're never going to believe what it was about. I'll give you a hint. Uh, it was a praying mantis. I think it was an insect of some kind that was basically uh, taunting me. Um, I, when you start kind of like really trying to remember your dream or dreams or dream, and you are like, oh wait, I'm on that. You're on the train of like the vivid, like, oh yeah, and then there was this. I just had it. I just had one after I fell asleep last night. I think I might have been asleep for like an hour or so. I shot awake because I thought I heard my name. And that's terrifying. Um, that's terrifying, actually. And I'm just remembering it like right now. I forgot that it happened. Uh, and it's not even what I wanted to talk about today. But yeah, I was literally like shot awake because I thought there was someone in my room that said Frankie. Okay. Um, in keeping with the theme, I guess that keeps with it. Um, I was gonna tell the anecdote about how the first time I broke my arm, my right arm, that really kind of just freaked me out. Um, I was at Chuck E. Cheese, if you've ever heard of it. I think I was 8, maybe younger. Um, Maybe 6 or 7. Um, Went to Chuck E. Cheese. I forget why, but I don't think it was like a birthday or anything. I was with my mom. I believe my aunt was there. And the Chuck E. Cheese, I don't know what Chuck E. Cheese looks like nowadays. This one had like a very creepy, like, robot mouse playing the guitar or the piano or something, and in the middle they had a what they called the cheese factory, which was like a ball pit and a playground, but it was inside the square in the middle of the restaurant. So like you had to climb into it, and there was like a one of those like uh, those bridges, like a rope bridge, and like a I think there was definitely a ball pit, and there was like things you could climb, and then to get out of the ball pit there was this like spiral uh, slide. I think it only did like one half, like whatever. And while I was in said cheese factory, um, it got really, really crowded with children, and I remember it being like it wasn't a space where it was comfortable for adults to get into at all. It was a small thing, and it was the first time I felt uh, like a space was way too small. It was getting crowded, and rather than like waiting on this monstrosity, like what was happening is like kids were piling up at the top of the slide and the bottom of the slide, and as only like one or two could go down at a time, the crowd was getting larger at each end of the slide, and so it got kind of panicky, and so I decided from the top of the slide to kind of jump down rather than slide on it, which was actually a really good idea if I do say so. Problem is, I caught my leg wrong on the landing and fell on my arm and broke it. And then I was stuck inside a cheese factory, a Chuck E. Cheese, screaming my head off. It took a bit to get me out of there, and then when my mom wasn't sure I broke it at first. Um, the wait staff was like really kind of just like, oh, it's a screaming baby, like whatever. And, like they barely got her ice. Um, but I wouldn't stop screaming. And so eventually my mom and my aunt realized like they needed to take me to a hospital.